What is up, my Gaggle of Geeks, and welcome to another episode where we're going to be talking about the best and worst of 2024 so far as movies go, and a bevy of other things. We've got news. We got Millie Bobby Brown getting shade thrown by Winona. I don't know what's happening there. Of course, I'm joined by my beautiful co-host Chaz. Welcome.
Oh, thank you.
And we need to applause these.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. And look who else has joined us on the couch this time. He wants to be a part of it. Say hello. Hello, everybody. I am so grateful to be back on the Gaggle of Geeking about, and I'm so excited to be here.
Thanks, Frank.
You. Oh. Well, that's adorable.
He doesn't know he's getting applauded.
Mm-hmm. Is your audio kind of cutting in and out a little?
It does it with the sound effects.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. But anyways, we've got a lot to cover today. We've got a live Jay's Hot Takes. He's going to be joining us later. But first, let's go into the thing that we all love to talk about.
It's Gaggle of Geeks. What are you geeking about?
I got her.
Got him.
Delayed. Oh, man.
Patrick,
I've been geeking about something really bad.
What's that?
I've been rewatching the entire Infinity Saga.
Like Marvel?
Yeah.
Okay. How's that going?
It's hurting me.
Why?
Because
It's
there's
not
a
as
lot.
good.
It's not that they're not as good. There's a lot that I've already seen so many times that it's like I don't want to watch it again. But I'm going through it, so I have to keep going. Some of my takeaways, I still love Ragnarok. Even though Love and Thunder was subpar, I think Ragnarok is one of the best Marvel films they ever made.
Okay.
I think Winter Soldier still holds up. I think
yeah.
that's a really great one. Civil War, I have switched to Team Iron Man. Like, in hindsight, it's pretty messed up to be like, I'm on Cap's side.
Yeah.
When he totally was like, I know my best friend killed your parents. I'm just not gonna tell you that. And then I'm gonna try to save my friend, and then I'm gonna beat the crap out of you after you find out, and I have to like cover for my friend again. Not the nicest Captain America.
So what entry are you on right now?
Right now, so I'm still on Ragnarok actually.
Okay.
So I'm about to finish that one. Guardians Volume 2 was actually surprisingly better this time.
That's my least favorite one.
I know you might want to give it another watch.
I know.
It, especially after Volume 3. Volume 3 building Rocket that way makes him and Yondu's character arc even more special.
Yeah.
Especially towards the end.
I could see that.
Mm-hmm. I love the part where like the problem I had with Volume 2 at the beginning was that there was just too many jokes. Like every second there was a joke. There was no moments that they just let have a moment without someone getting hit in the head or a fart joke or something weird like that. But this time I was able to kind of look past that part and just at the story itself, and it's pretty good.
So what inspired you to
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
revisit?
If you're gonna do it, you got to do it in the mic, right?
So wait, what inspired you to revisit?
I meant to hit a different button.
Wait, what was the button gonna be?
How do you get a job here?
Oh man, but yeah. What did you say?
Oh, what inspired you to start rewatching all these?
Depression, and also, we have a dumpster out in the front of our house now. And if anybody wants to throw away stuff, let me give you my address. You can go to. No, we've been needing to get rid of a lot of dirt and stuff in our backyard from the previous people. Like this house, we've owned it for almost 2 years now, exactly, which is crazy. And we've done so much. Eventually, I want to do a tour of like this downstairs at least.
Yeah.
Like people should see what has been built up. They've only got the couch and me and you.
Yeah.
But in the backyard, there's been a lot of issues. Like on the side, there's these gardens that were huge and had these big dirt piles. If you recall from our Interstellar clip, that's our backyard. That's the dirt pile that I had to get rid of. So all of that's completely gone. It's just a flat area. And we got rid of all of the fence that we took down, and we're going to get rid of a couple other things, but just an open backyard now, which is very nice.
You know, you have a huge window in your kitchen.
I wouldn't say
looking
huge.
out the window though. It's like
Yeah.
a straight shot as you walk in. I didn't look at all.
Yeah, I know. I asked you before the show, like, did you see it?
Can I interrupt you guys real quick? You didn't finish your point, Patrick, which is that the reason
No, I was
you.
going to.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. How dare you?
I was just gonna catch you up.
No, that's why I've been watching them, because I need to listen to something as I work. So I just have been listening. Maybe that's the geekiest part about it, is that I'm not actually watching it. I'm just listening to the movies.
That defeats the purpose.
I know, but like that's what I do. I will put on the movie and then just listen to it as I'm shoveling dirt,
As Christopher Nolan intended.
as George Lucas intended. Actually, no, he said you could mute a movie, and no, because he was talking about John Williams in a score. Yeah. So yeah, that's been my. I don't know if it's because what are you geeking about doesn't mean that you're excited about what you're geeking about, right? It's
True.
more like, what is your brain hyper focused on? And that's where my brain has gone. It's helped me get a lot of work done. I'm super sore, but we got all of the dirt cleared. The neighbors got to throw stuff into the dumpster. There's all kinds of weird things in there now.
Oh, nice.
Hmm.
Happy for you.
Mattresses and
I saw.
yeah. Hey,
There's an
to
office
each their
chair.
own. I got cool neighbors. I'm excited. They helped me so much. Shout out to the neighbors that helped me get the wood piles and get them out of there.
You should rate them on the Neighbors app.
Oh yeah, I should rate them. Okay.
On a scale 1 to 5, how helpful are your neighbors?
Well, we were co-helping each other. Like, I knew I didn't have a lot of stuff in this thing by the time I put all the dirt in, and we moved like a file cabinet and stuff. So there was still a ton of room. The neighbors across the street left for Labor Day. And you know what I'm not geeking about? This is gonna be a long podcast. We've got stuff to say. So our neighbors behind us. Let's talk about good neighbors and bad neighbors, okay?
The satellite neighbor?
Let me give you a good example of a good
Yes,
neighbor.
the satellite neighbor.
Yes. So the good neighbor are the ones that helped us out in regards to picking up all of the wood from our fence that we were taking down, right? They'd come over, dumped everything. They're like, sorry, we added too much. Can we offer to pay for half? Right there. Neighbors don't normally do that stuff. And we were like, no, that's fine. It was free. But then I was like, I'm just a short little man that has not exercised in a good minute and that's now doing a lot of heavy lifting. There's 3 people here. Can they help me just move the lumber into the trash? And straight up, I felt like such a weakling when I was because I had like 5 planks in each arm, right? They had like 50 just stacked up walking. Like they were just going back and forth very quickly. So they got the job done, and now everybody has a good thing. So that's like the neighborly thing to do.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how not to be a neighbor and how to be a degenerate, ugly, vivacious troglodyte.
Dang.
So we see a tent being put up about a year ago from this point, right? Because it's a ritual. It's like they're pagan and they're just coming up with satanic rituals every Labor Day, or every Labor Day weekend, I should say. They have a party with like DJ, like a loud party up until 2 a.m.
Nice.
Yep. They don't care.
Did you join?
The bass vibrates the whole house. It's the worst. And going back to these neighbors left, I think it was because they're used to these guys doing the pagan devil worshiping that they're doing. And that's why they bounced. Stake President was not having that.
So did you go over there and knock on the door at all? Being like,
No.
turn it down.
I was throwing dirt over their I was like lifting it up really high so that the wind would catch some of the dirt and just getting their steak while they're eating, just a little bit of grit. No, I didn't do that. The dirt got all over me. Like I was spitting like just black dirt for a minute. So that's what I'm geeking about.
I could see you doing the shovel thing though. That'd be funny.
You could see my petty revenge. Yeah, it definitely would be petty revenge because I knew what was coming.
Yeah.
It was the second year. I was like, oh, I see the same tent. It's about to happen again. And it happened again.
But here's the real question. How do they make their steaks?
How do they make their steaks?
Yeah.
They're probably well done.
Ugh,
Probably.
the worst.
I bet they're like, we only make chicken breast. We only like chicken breast and baklava.
What even is that?
It's a delicious cake like thing.
Okay.
It's supposed to be healthier, like pistachio and like layered flaky stuff. What were you geeking about?
Not any of that.
Okay.
I've just been geeking about Lord of the Rings because
Rings of Power?
yeah,
Why are you geeking about that?
because the new season dropped.
But it's horrible.
No, it's not.
Are you joking?
No. What makes it horrible, Patrick?
I don't know. Now we know the biology of how orcs are made.
So?
I don't want to know that. Why are they making Sauron look like Jesus? We can't go into spoilers with this. It just came out. But there's huge problems with this show.
No.
It's the most boring show.
My guy.
It's
You
so
just hate
boring.
fun.
Same with Rings of Power.
I know, but
I mean, the same with House of Dragons.
but you're also like so obsessed with WandaVision and all these MCU shows, and my dude,
Dude, I'm more obsessed with The Bear than any other show.
The Bear sucks.
You're lying. You're lying.
Love The Bear. The other thing I've been geeking about is because I was telling you guys before the show started my spider problem at my apartment.
You sounded proud.
I
Can you
am
tell
proud.
people what you have?
Because my apartment, so there's box elder trees behind us. So there's always box elder bugs in the summer that come into the apartment through the windows, right?
Mhm.
Super annoying, super disgusting, whatever. This year, it's been very minimal. And it's because I've had so many spiders outside my windows just chilling.
What kind of spiders are they? Have you looked into it?
Yes.
What are they?
They are grass spiders,
Mm,
which is funnel related. They're related to the hobo spider, but they're not.
okay. We get huntsman spiders.
Huntsman?
Is that what they're called?
I think that's only Australia.
Just kidding. But yeah, we get huntsman spiders and black widows and tarantulas.
Yeah, tarantulas are a thing.
They're a big thing here.
Have you seen
No,
them?
we get.
We do
I-
not get these huntsman spiders. I've never seen a huntsman spider.
Oh man,
Wait,
we get spiders though. We do get quite a bit over here.
do you guys hate spiders?
You know what
or
I
no?
get,
What?
and this is gonna sound disgusting. Maybe I shouldn't even say it. Not in the above ground one, but in the below ground, which might mean that we have roots in our house. The little bugs come out of the bath drain here, like little teeny ones.
Have you
Figure it's because it's a basement. I don't know.
Could be. Have you put bleach down it?
I put quite a bit of things down there. You know, toys,
Your dick.
spinach.
No.
Whoa. Where's the button? Where's the? We'll be right back.
Oh,
We gotta.
sorry. It's too late now.
It's too late.
Nat, I think here's what we've discovered with Nat. If we're too engaging in the conversation, we will get her tranced into our talk.
Well, no, I just get more focused on the button, on the sound effect button.
Oh,
And then I forget about the be right back button.
She did
it's
shake
tough
her
to
head.
have everything like on separate spots.
Yeah.
Eventually, though.
So, but the spiders are gonna bite me in the butt because there's an egg sack outside my window that I can't get. I'm on the third floor, so
How
I
much
can't
money
just,
can I
like,
pay to eat it?
Zero.
What if-
Absolutely not.
Okay, what would you pay someone to eat it?
No.
Okay, I'll do it. But for how much?
You'll eat a spider
I think
sack?
that's what we were getting to is I'm ready to eat this.
Is this going to be your punishment if you lose the Jay's hot take contest?
It's not a punishment. It's a pleasure to eat your sack, Chaz. Yeah. That's what I.
And on
That's
that note,
that's what comedy. Okay. No, I
So
wouldn't.
gross.
That's horrifying. Spiders are terrifying. Arachnophobia was the worst movie ever.
I think they have a sequel coming out, don't they?
Arachnophobias.
Maybe
They
they
just
have
put an S with a dollar sign on it.
well because they have a sequel to Anaconda with Jack Black, right?
That's apparently coming out. We don't
Yeah.
know details really.
So
Actually, I think we do. I don't remember. It's kind of like a Jumanji self-referential thing where they loved the movie Anaconda a ton, so they go and they encounter an anaconda.
dumb.
That's the story.
dumb.
See, he moved the mic away though, so that worked really
Very
well.
good. Very good.
Did that work?
That
It
was a
worked
lot
very
better.
well.
That's stupid.
Yeah, we made Frank get off this couch quick. When did he leave?
He left like right at the beginning.
Once we start yelling at each other, he's done. He's out of here.
Yeah, but he's like laying there with his legs up, just enjoying.
Were
life.
spiders really what you were? Okay, no.
Yes. Yes.
Rings of Power is what you were geeking
No, but
about.
spiders too. Like I have photos on my phone. Do you want to see a photo? I'll show you a photo.
We'll throw.
Hold up.
No.
Hold
That's
up,
that's
hold up.
gonna do nothing for any. We'll throw photos up on the thing at the same time as you show me. How about that?
Okay.
So you got to make sure to forward these to me.
Okay.
Is Jay in anything yet?
No.
Okay.
Look at this spider sack.
Whoa, that looks like the Justice League are about to fly into it.
Yeah, right. See now.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, thank you.
Reminds me of game night, which you can't do the gagging.
Oh, the gaggling,
The gaggling.
flug, man. That's gross.
So anyways, those are the two things I've been geeking out on. I'm having a good time. I don't need your hating nonsense of the Lord of the Rings.
Okay,
'Cause
well,
I don't
you don't
think
need
you've
to
even
get
read the
mine. You
book,
can just go to.
so-
You know what I was thinking today?
What?
And leave a comment if you guys think this is a good idea. How about we do a segment called Film Twitter, doo 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 doo. We just pull up the most ridiculous things that have come up from Film Twitter for that week.
So
What do you
ins-
think about that?
So instead of quote tweeting,
Because I feel like that's where the conversations always are,
Yes.
right?
so instead of quote tweeting these awful takes, we just shame them on the podcast. So it's like super meta.
Well, I don't know necessarily if we're gonna actually show who they are, or if we're just gonna put up
We can
what
block
the
it out.
tweet
We can block
was.
them out.
Because I don't want to be disrespectful to like send people to that's dumb. But then again, it's like, oh, we're gonna send Alan to
There are
get
some
mad at them.
Awful takes.
There are
on
some really
Twitter.
bad takes, which is why I think a Film Twitter segment might be kind of funny.
That'd be
Just
really
pull up
fun.
like 4 or 5 of them. Just like, what were they thinking?
Don't engage.
All right, that's the new segment idea. Comment below. Let me know if you think that's a good idea. That has been What Are You Geeking About? Chaz?
Just what segment it is.
The News Say with Chaza.
Is the news.
Guess what time it is?
Okay, so we have quite a bit of news. This
Mm.
one is for you because before Andrew Tate became Andrew Tate, as
Whoa,
you know it-
whoa, whoa,
Hold
whoa,
up,
whoa.
hold up.
Hold the
I'm
hold
prefacing.
on.
I'm prefacing.
What
I'm,
the what do you mean this one's for me?
I'm prefacing.
And then you go to Andrew Tate. What do you mean?
So in 2020, you showed me Andrew Tate.
You flugan?
No, you showed me Andrew Tate because his takes were awful. You're like, dude, this guy sucks. And I'm like, he does suck. Why are you watching his content? And it's because he says the most ridiculous stuff.
Well, I want a Bugatti.
See?
I really want a Bugatti.
But
Maybe I signed up for Hustles University, okay? Maybe.
but this might make you happy. So there's a movie trailer that's been playing in all movies, okay? And it's the remake of the Danish film Speak No Evil.
First, do you want my thoughts on that?
The movie?
That they're doing this?
Yes.
Hate it.
Love it.
I loved the original.
I haven't seen the original. I haven't seen either. But this trailer,
Much like Kill, just keep Kill
Yeah.
and promote that.
Yeah.
There's no need for them to make it a US version.
Yeah.
There's no reason. I love James McAvoy. There's no reason for this. Keep going. Sorry.
okay, well, so James McAvoy is basing his performance on Andrew Tate. Does that get your interest?
No.
No?
Because then you're putting him into the cultural zeitgeist. Just ignore Andrew Tate.
But I want to see him make fun of Andrew Tate.
Not right now. I just think he needs to be out of. Look, it was fun. It was a good joke. But now, seriously, there are crazy little kids running around, be
Yes.
like, "Yo, beta, I need a Bugatti."
Yes.
Women should make me sandwiches and a Bugatti. That's what all of his fan base are.
Yes.
Zack Snyder's the best director that's ever been. I mean, sorry, not that.
You say that.
Restore the Snyderverse. Make sure Snyder goes to Netflix.
So, reading that article though, I thought was an interesting thing.
Did he say anything specific about it?
Yeah, he said that he wants to go on with his characters and their journey, and that
What does he mean?
it's because the movie
He wants to go on the character's journey.
Yeah.
What was he doing in Split then?
Well, put yourself in an actor's shoes, right?
Was he kidnapping young women?
No, he wasn't pulling a Jared Leto.
That sounds a lot like he was saying.
He was going method acting.
It's a lot like he's saying that.
But because
I controlled people's minds.
Well, it's because the original was satirical, right? There's political or there's satirical. I haven't seen the original. Just I'm reading what the article says. But he said because it's satirical, he wants to do a satirical take on the character.
Right.
So he's making fun of.
Satire, so great.
Okay.
I just don't want to watch this. They should have just promoted the original version. But I do love James McAvoy, so I don't want to be that much of a hater. I'm just, it's got an uphill climb for me.
So, do you have any interest in watching a movie based on a book by a former president?
Well, if it involves secession people and Bucky, then absolutely I do. You're talking about the new Trump film that's starring Sebastian Stan and Jeremy Strong.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Nat's eyes got very wide and she started blinking rapidly.
Why?
I just hate this. I already hate it.
Do you have the article pulled up too?
I think Nat should give her takes on these things. If you got a strong take,
yeah,
we need it.
No. Go ahead. Chaz.
Well,
what did you think of the Andrew Tate thing?
Yeah, what did you think about Andrew Tate?
I agree with you that we need to just everyone needs to just ignore him and maybe he'll go away.
I agree.
Yeah. See, strengthened my opinion. She'll take your side eventually, though.
I'm on your side.
How dare you? No, you told me I was pro Tate at the beginning.
No. I didn't say you were pro.
That was a red herring misdirect.
No. Without context, it sounded like that, but I gave context.
Beta.
I'm pretty sure at one point you have sound bites of Andrew Tate on the podcast.
Here's the problem with me, man. Here's my issue with who I am is I laugh too much at bad things. And I think Andrew Tate is ironically very hilarious because of how dumb he is, you know? I feel the same about some conservative media. I feel the same about there's a guy named Jesse Lee Peterson. Yeah. Have you heard about that guy? Holy crap. I'm not gonna say I'm not even going to touch that.
Okay.
But just if you ever get a chance, see what that guy's all about.
I think I'm good.
It's gonna be so shocking that you have to laugh at it. It's like there's no way this is real. There's just no way that this is real. But he's one of those political commentators like Andrew Tate.
I just feel like they contribute to a lot of brain rot.
Yeah. Well, they contribute to brain rot. They contribute to following some dude that claims that he's the ultimate male when that's just not it. You know, go look at Tim Walz. That's the ultimate male. You know, look at Harrison Ford, you jerks.
Yeah.
Bunch of jagweeds, betas.
But yes, so there is a new film, The Apprentice is what it's called. And when it was first announced, there was all these legal threats surrounding it from the former president. Turns out it was all a smokescreen because it just premiered at the Telluride screening.
Okay, so the marketing campaign put out something saying that there was a lawsuit when nothing was actually filed, or was there something filed?
No. So Trump's team actually threatened legal action if it was to be released.
Okay, they
released it. No legal action has been taken, so they called his bluff
for now. But the festival's going on this week,
right?
So,
but
what it sounds like to me is it's kind of like the interview. Remember the interview,
right? But it's set to release on October 11th. So there
is my birthday. What? It's my birthday.
There she is.
Oh no. Once that movie comes out, we're gonna have to soundbite the hell out of it. There's gonna be a lot of long leg sound bites.
So, and then another news related to Marvel-ish. John Watts, who directed Homecoming and the Spider-Verse, the second one, right? Did an interview about his new movie called Wolves
Right.
on Apple TV.
Right. Huge budget. on
Huge
this
budget.
movie. Theatrical release only 1 week.
Yeah.
It's only
Theatrical
1
release.
week. Which, in terms of box office numbers, if you guys don't, I feel like box office is its own realm
Yep.
in the movie verse. Like we could talk about entertainment news and stuff, but when it comes to box office, you have to almost like it's a whole other book. It's like science versus math.
Yep.
Box office wise, what does a week only release tell you if it goes straight to digital after that first week?
I don't know.
Regardless of what we know from this,
I
but
know.
what does that tell you when a movie does that? Doesn't it
I
give
don't know,
bad signs?
Well, no, because Twisters did it very similar. Like they released it on digital like 3 weeks after it came out theatrically.
3 weeks. That's not
still,
1 week.
But still, it was still making lots of money in the box office.
It was making, and it still did make lots of money too. But do you see this as that same strategy?
No, I think I think Apple and Netflix release stuff for like a week or 2 weeks, whatever, in theaters for award qualifications for like the Oscars, for whatever.
Oh yeah, they do that. So this was mainly. Oh, so you're thinking this is so good
No,
that they're only
that's
doing
not
it
what I'm saying.
as.
I don't know what the reasoning behind it is.
Mhm. To me, it feels like the director really wanted it in theaters, and this was the deal he got.
Right. And then Apple also announced they're not going to be doing the theatrical runs anymore for future projects.
Not only that, but they're kind of like putting the brakes on a lot of stuff. This seems like a little bit of a fallback on what the streaming wars have been.
Yeah.
Like Peacock seems like, Austin Powers, Will Ferrell's character, that just keeps showing up, and it's like, how are you not dead?
Yeah.
It's kind of what Peacock and Paramount Plus have felt like to me.
Yep.
Hulu's already Disney. I think it's between Disney, Netflix, and HBO.
Yep.
Those are the 3 big ones.
Yep.
And I guess Prime Video.
Prime?
Yeah.
Are they doing theatrical now?
I think they didn't Air come out in theaters?
No. Well, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Air did.
If it did,
I believe Air came out in theaters.
If
that
it
was
did,
Prime
it's
Video.
for the awards. I don't like.
How can you say you don't know and then say if it did, it was this?
Because it was nominated during the Oscars.
It was nominated.
It was nominated.
Nom,
It won nothing.
Do you see the theatrical
According
dates?
to the internet, Air was in theaters for 38 days.
38 days.
Yes.
That's a month. That's
that
a
is a
fair.
month.
That's a fair amount.
That is.
Boom.
So,
anyways,
so
poor Ben Affleck.
He was talking about.
But actually, no.
No, we're not going to go there.
Actually, not. Poor
We're not
Ben
going to go
Affleck.
there.
Yeah, we might. That sounds fun. That's news.
So, but John Watts was talking about Wolves and how it's a script that he wrote, and how it was during the premiere for the second Spider-Man movie that he realized, I want to take a step back and do my own stuff and not be secluded, I'm
sick of the
cornered.
machine.
Pretty much. And so he was talking about doing that with this, and then he said for a lot of the big budget stuff, which I think is interesting, the directors aren't behind the camera for every single shot. There's a lot of second unit stuff going on because there's so much to capture, right? He wanted to make it a primary goal on this one to be behind the camera on every shot, like be there through to the end. I thought that was really cool. So it seems like he's going back to his roots.
Director wants to do his job.
No, he just wants to tell a story that's not owned by Disney.
I'm just saying, Nolan goes behind the camera and he doesn't brag about it in an article.
True.
It just kind of seems like
Nolan's
it's
a powerhouse, though. That's like a different powerhouse. That's like a Tarantino.
Yeah, I don't know.
John Watts is not on that level of.
Congrats, you're making an independent film made by one of the biggest corporations in the world.
Yeah.
With $1 trillion net profit or whatever they're worth.
But so he pitched it to George Clooney. George Clooney loved it, and then George Clooney said Brad Pitt would be the hard one to sell.
Mm-hmm.
So then he stayed up all night thinking about the pitch for Brad Pitt, called him up, and then after he pitched it, Brad Pitt's like, "Oh yeah, George called me yesterday. I was already on board." So they pranked him to stress him out.
Oh boy.
I think that sounds
Brad
fun.
Pitt has a funny way of pranking people. I don't like Brad Pitt anymore, man.
Why?
What he's doing with Angelina Jolie? What's with all this stuff with the?
Are we really going to like domestic
I'm just saying,
relations?
what is the situation with his kids hating his guts?
I
That's
don't
kind of
know.
crazy.
It's not our business. I don't care.
I know, but it shows up, and so you can't not think about it a little bit.
But
Is he a good actor?
yes.
Yes.
I go to watch him act. I don't go to watch him parent his kids.
I don't know, but would you say the same for Kevin Spacey?
No.
Well, what if this turns out to be a Kevin Spacey thing?
Then we'll address that when it comes out.
Okay, I'm just saying. I'm telling you, I'm not enthusiastic about it because the director I am, but Brad Pitt, George Clooney thing, we've had it before.
Get out of here. You don't
This
like
feels
fun.
this feels like one of those final. It's like the Gene Wilder, Richard Pryor movies, where they
It's
started to get
fun.
really bad. Where it's like, oh no, what?
What do you think is bad about Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor?
I'm just saying, eventually, the movies weren't as powerful and
Like what?
potent. How dare you? We're moving on. We're moving on, sir.
This is cool. Kevin Bacon promoting lots of different movies in the movie theaters, trying to get people to go to the theater. So it kind of ties into our conversation with why is Apple releasing it only for 1 week or whatever, right?
Mm.
But he's saying, and his thing is, he's not the critic. He's just saying it's the theater is an experience that should be experienced with everyone in a full theater.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's cool that this big name actor is pushing these smaller projects and trying to get people to get seated.
I respect that. I think everyone's overlooking the real issue of why people don't go to movies anymore.
Because it's expensive.
Because it's expensive and people don't respect the theatrical experience that go.
Yes.
The people that go don't care. They just need a distraction. They go to yell at the screen. They go to have their iPads on, and no one's going to spend $50 to do that.
Yeah.
That's the honest truth. And I don't know how to fix that. So it's cool, but I don't know.
Have you personally yelled at anyone to get off their phones in the theater?
Dude, I've gone to management so many times. Oh yeah. Nat has horror stories of what I've done.
What's the worst experience, Nat?
I don't know if you actually want me to tell it. It's pretty bad.
This sounds good.
See, and I know I've done bad stuff. I
want-
actually don't know what this one
I'm
is.
trying
It
to
sounds
protect you.
bad. Yeah.
You, I'm trying to help you, motherfucker.
I've shouted down some people.
Yeah, I don't think I should tell this story.
I've not really shouted them down. I've just given some real hushes and sent some people angry about stuff. But you know, when I go to these screenings, I don't even have to do that anymore. There's another critic that's like even worse in that case that will rip heads off, and I love them for that.
I want to know who it is off camera.
Yeah, off camera.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Speaking of theater experiences,
There needs to be a sound effect for these. I guess I'm the sound effect, right?
when I saw Godzilla -1, there was a dude who fell asleep 5 different times and snored through the whole movie.
Mhm.
And he got woken up 3 different times by 3 different people.
I've had people fall asleep next to me.
Why would you fall asleep for a movie that you paid for in a public
They
setting?
didn't pay for it.
Oh,
Yeah, because you know that's the other thing. Most of my audiences end up being people that won a radio contest,
Yeah.
or won free tickets.
Yeah.
So there's a level of we already,
Yeah.
we're here, and so I don't know. Sometimes you would think that would be somebody that's more into the movie, but often not the case.
Yeah.
So I respect anybody saying go to the theaters. That's the whole premise of See It or Skip It. Is you need to know what's worth your money.
Yeah.
And your time going and experiencing it that way.
Yeah.
And there's been great movies this year for the theater that I still strongly recommend. I just know the problems aren't really being addressed yet.
Yeah.
Like we're not confronting real problems of the prices are too high now. And I'm not saying like have a bouncer in every screening, but Alamo kind of does.
why not? Why not enforce it that way?
Why not enforce it?
Like the second
Like,
they pull out their phones, like
maybe
either
just-
you take that outside or you're out. No money back.
Here's
you know?
why it would never work in Utah.
Why?
because we're a family state.
That doesn't mean anything.
It does. It really does, especially
For
in Utah.
Megaplex, maybe.
Well, no, I would even argue that a lot of people go to Cinemarks and stuff here
Right,
too.
but Cinemark's a national franchise chain. Megaplex is not. Megaplex is for Utah specifically.
But why say that Megaplex would have a bigger problem than Cinemark when families are going to both?
Because Megaplex is owned by the Larry H. Miller family.
What are you doing? I'm so confused now.
Nothing. What I'm saying is that the LHM business side is very family oriented. That's what I'm saying.
So you're saying that more families, you're thinking that families go to Larry H. Miller stuff more than they do just a Cinemark.
Absolutely.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Absolutely. Like
I think
of
the
all
place for cinema lovers is probably AMC for this
right.
A-list.
But of
things.
the movie theater chains in Utah, I think the Megaplex chain would be the ones to be
for
the hardest
Tuesdays.
to enforce it. Is what I'm saying. The other ones I
suppose.
could see because they're more nationally owned, right? Like it's
Mm-hmm.
way across all the states. Megaplex is definitely just.
But do you know what Megaplex does that I think at least tells me they're trying?
What?
You know, because none of these other theater AMC's doing it with their popcorn buckets.
Okay.
With their crazy ones. Which, by the way, did you see the Batman one?
Yes.
It looks amazing.
What's this?
Can we go get it after the show?
Can we just call this year the kinky year of popcorn buckets?
What is kinky about it's a bat signal.
Being serious. Somebody put the Dune bucket with the alien head with the Batman bucket with the Deadpool and Wolverine bucket.
But that's the only.
It looked very
the
much
Dune
like a
one-
human centipede.
Dune one is what set it off. Everything else was just trying to imitate what Dune was.
You should not try to imitate that at all because that was an epic failure, and somehow it made so much money that
I think many single men would argue that that was a hit. I think they would have said, "Wow, ingenuity! Did not expect it to be this good. It's textured." Okay, never mind. Let's talk about George R. R. Martin.
Yes,
by the
you
way,
covered these ones.
speaking of Dune, nothing. George R. R. Martin has said, "I don't look forward to revealing everything that's gone wrong with House of Dragons, but I need to do that soon." He's planning on making a blog post about House of Dragons season 2. Everybody knows this was a lackluster finale. It wasn't like the last season of Game of Thrones, which was just a tragedy. But it was very much a yawn in the end, where it was just like, all right, I guess we're ending here. That's the end of the series. And the next one's not coming out till 26, I believe. And so he's going to voice his concerns. Here's my concern. Write your movie. Write the book. Write Winds of Winter. What are you doing? You're wasting so much time doing dumb stuff like this.
Oh,
Nobody cares what he thinks about this. They just want. I don't even read these books, and I'm mad for his fan base, where it's like, just finish the book.
But he's just going to be writing a blog instead of the book.
Exactly, which tells me I don't think he is going to finish the book, and I think he knows it. At the end of the day, people that are fans of Winds of Winter and all that stuff, just give it up. It's not coming. And he doesn't have kids either, right?
I have no idea.
I'm not sure he's got kids. So once it goes, it's gone. Unless someone fan fictions it.
How much
No
money do you
children.
think... No children?
No children.
Is bad.
How old is
And
he?
he's like, that doesn't matter. Look at his health. Come on, man.
Well, I don't know.
The man is fueled probably by Monster Energy drinks.
75.
75. Yeah, you see what I mean? And he's like, I'm gonna make a blog post. Finish your book. And I think there needs to be one more after. Apparently, this doesn't finish Game of Thrones. Like, there needs to be this one and then one more. And then there was supposed to be another book for the House of Dragons.
Yikes.
It's yeah.
So here
I think it's best in the fan base's health, and I'm speaking for their health, to just assume it's not going to happen.
So
Move forward.
Aside from money, why would he agree to give HBO the rights for these projects when the books aren't even finished?
Money.
And
It's just money.
So why is he complaining about it if he got paid for it already?
because he got paid for it already. Because so he can complain about it.
If he wants to complain about it, why isn't he behind the camera making the project?
Because okay, and now we're taking this way too far. It's money. Yeah. That's all I've got for. What was the last one?
Your last one.
Winona Ryder. Okay,
Yeah.
this is the meaty one. So Winona Ryder is right now, I think, in Venice.
Probably.
Where did they premiere? They premiered Beetlejuice at Venice this week, I believe. Which I never understand that. I never understand.
Venice.
Yeah, I never understand somebody being like, "We've got a hit blockbuster. Let's put it in an art house film festival and see what the response is going to be." Well, yeah, but the same thing happened with Indiana Jones, and it got panned before the movie came out.
And
Then the
Halloween
movie
ends.
came out, made it even worse.
Yep.
So Beetlejuice, I think, is sitting at about a 60-some% on Rotten Tomatoes right now, probably because they premiered it in Venice, where they don't have their fan base really there. So it just surprised me that they were doing it. But Winona Ryder was there. She was in the red carpet. She was I don't know what the question was she was being asked, but she basically made a point that some of her younger co-stars are not interested in movies anymore. And she said the first thing they say is, "How long is it?" And that she grieves and fears for the future, right? So then she went on to talk about Stranger Things and how much she loves the cast and Wolfhard. And it went down the list of everybody except for one name, which was curious because Millie Bobby Brown is the biggest name, arguably, for Stranger Things. And so
Yeah.
to not name drop her immediately, and then people, the super sleuths of the internet of film Twitter, go and look through the YouTubes and they find old interview clips of Millie Bobby Brown talking about how much she can't sit and watch a movie.
Yep.
And how the runtimes are too long and she could barely even get through her own films. And so people just kind of put together Winona Ryder just threw some shade at Millie Bobby Brown at the Venice Film Festival, which to me feels a little bit like it's Venice, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm with the art house folks. I might as well jab the damsel actress.
Yeah.
Yeah. This next season of Stranger Things is going to be so strange when we see a married 30-plus-year-old Millie Bobby Brown pretending to be a kid.
Especially when they split it into like 5 different parts.
Oh man, yeah, it's not going to work out well.
No.
I hope at least the story's good, but they will have to significantly de-age a lot of them.
They're on that film length.
Finn Wolfhard looks like Pete Davidson now.
Ooh. On
It was a good one.
On that film length topic, there is a movie that was premiered at the Telluride Film Festival.
Telluride.
That's over 200 minutes long.
Nice.
And some of the criticisms are it's too long, and the directors come out saying, "I don't give a flug."
Is it Ridley Scott with the new
Nope.
extended edition of Napoleon?
Nope.
But that's out now on Apple
Nope,
TV
it's
Plus.
a 36-year-old director
Okay.
just coming
Was
out.
it a good movie?
It's getting good reviews though.
Okay.
It has Adrian
For the people that could stay.
Yeah, well,
and
it
watch
has Adrian Brody in it.
That.
Get out of here.
All right. Does that wrap up the news? Yeah. Is our boy in there yet?
Jay's here.
All right. You know what time it is, everybody. We have Jay's hot takes, but we've got a very special guest with us to give it to us plain and simple live on the show. It's your boy, Jay Moore.
Hey, everyone. How you guys doing?
Hi, Jay.
Missed you guys. I'm sorry I haven't been available the last couple of weeks, man. It's been rough here. And now I'm dealing with my son who thinks everything is a game right now while I'm in the middle of stream, but it's okay.
It's okay. We're just as much of a dastardly couple here. We're gonna mess up. We're gonna mess up all of the rules for this next hot take. You saw how bad we were last week, right?
We were awful.
You know what? Last week hot take. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm gonna just not count that one.
Oh,
I can't
How bad
award.
it was.
I can't award a
sound
draw.
effect us, hon.
I can't award any points on that one. That one hurt. But this week's hot take is a little bit different. I wanted to see what you guys actually thought of. Go now, please. I want I wanted to see what you guys thought between, and this one I'm giving you guys the benefit of the doubt, considering
Don't
I
do
might-
that. It doesn't work.
I'm gonna give you guys the benefit of the doubt. So you guys will get a chance to choose which one you guys want between you and Chaz. So my picks are NCIS, because we're talking
so-
crime shows,
Oh no,
Or-
we're so done.
or
What's that?
Law and Order SVU.
Law and Order SVU. Law and Order SVU. I take Law and Order SVU. I don't even know what NCIS is, so I'm on Law and Order.
NCIS is about the naval investigation.
Naval Criminal
Why SVU
Investigative Services
specifically?
with Leroy Jethro Gibbs,
with aka Mark Hammond.
Just which one is better?
aka Superman, because he did voice
Mm.
Superman.
He did, yep.
Jay, is the question which one is better?
Yes, which one is better? And you guys-
NCIS because it doesn't only exclusively deal with SA stuff, which gets really depressing and really
Which, by the way,
predictable by the end
saying-
of the episodes.
Setting this in an SA thing for the Jay's Hot Takes is great for YouTube. We're gonna have to be careful with our S's and our A's and
S's and
our
A's.
B's and our
Yep,
whatever the stuff, you know. Watch
Also,
watch your
I
P's and
think
Q's.
NCIS has it embraces its cheesiness a lot more than Law and Order does.
Let me ask you this: does NCIS have multiple shows, like spin-off shows?
Yes, it does.
So does Law and Order. So that first argument you made makes no sense.
Why?
Because
But
Law and Order has a basic Law and Order.
right. But
So this is like comparing NCIS to one of their offshoots.
Nope. Because Law and Order, every single entry takes itself so seriously. NCIS is
What
like
do you mean?
CSI, where it leans into just how cheesy and expositional their findings are.
Right.
on the
They
show.
had to do that because Law and Order played it straight so well that they had to figure out a new niche to make theirs stand
yeah,
out.
but
over
then
it.
Law and
And
Order
it doesn't stand out.
But Law and
over it.
Order
Law and Order-
flatlines when it's
not even a little
when
bit.
it's that
SVU
serious,
So,
dude.
so then the
is one-
question now remains: when does NCIS do the same thing? Because they both shows kind of do some of the same thing.
That's
It
right,
goes
bitch.
up and down on both shows.
Take that.
Wait, what? Repeat that question one more time. Jay.
He said "F you."
No,
That's what he just said, and he's on my side.
NCIS does the same thing that SVU does, so that's why I
Which is
decided
what?
to use this as a hot take.
Dare
They
you?
both-
Don't challenge him.
they
Don't
both
challenge.
go
which is
No,
what?
no.
up and down.
We're not challenging Jay. We're
Jay,
not
which
challenging
is
Jay.
what?
They both go up and down with their production and their content and stuff and
How
whatever.
dare
they
you,
come up
Dick
with.
Wolf? Man, Dick Wolf. Do they have a Dick Wolf?
You like
Nope.
wolf dicks?
They don't have a Dick Wolf. I'll say that right now. They don't have a Dick Wolf. And
What?
he's the mastermind
Um,
behind it. You know, he created these shows that have stood the test of time. I always remember listening and watching them when I was younger, when we were at the hotel. We had to go to sleep. Our parents wanted to put something on. They gave us Law and Order, which definitely scarred me for sure.
Okay.
But I did go to sleep. The Dom Dom, iconic. The actors that are involved in it: Sam Watterson, Ice Cube, no Ice-T,
Ice-T. Let's get it right.
Ice-T.
That's a different shade of black right there.
The Morena Baccarin. No, what's her name? You know what I'm talking about, the girl.
What's her name, Patrick?
The
Oh, yeah,
duo.
What's her name, Patrick? She's so
you-
well known. What's
Let
her
me
name?
ask you that. Let me ask you this: does your NCIS have main character, two main characters that have such good on-screen chemistry that people thought that they were having sex in real life?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
you don't.
Yes.
Who
Well, actually, probably not, because Mark Hammond looks like a classy dude.
exactly?
The Freaky Friday dad. For those who don't know who he is, he's the Freaky Friday stepdad.
You need to help me look up the SVU.
No. She's out of this argument. No. She's out of this.
Part of it.
She's
I
biased
mean,
because she's
if-
married
if-
to you.
if-
It's okay for
Nat wants
Mariska
to-
Hargitay. Fuck you,
Nat-
Mariska Hargitay.
If
Fuck you.
if Nat wants to make a
Mariska
point,
Hargitay.
he's allowed to make a point to help out whichever argument she wants to help out.
I
No,
totally
I was
got
actually gonna make a point that probably would lean toward Chaz, which is Patrick doesn't respect women.
it. Oh,
No,
Whoa.
I've said that.
I just got the name. He's not named a single character except for the male. Chauvinist. See,
Well,
Ugh.
take it back,
no.
wife.
There's Annie.
Non-female named wife.
I think
I mean,
the
Man, this is not gonna.
scientist
Don't make
lady's
this a
name
trend.
is Annie.
This isn't gonna be good. I like
There's
women,
Ducky.
Chaz.
Ducky's the autopsy dude.
May
Yeah.
he rest.
By the
in
way, he
peace.
died. By the way, rest in peace. Yep.
May
Thank
he
you, Jay.
rest in peace.
See?
But I think at the end of the day, NCIS is big. Law and Order is the top dog.
Law
and
and
it's
Order is
for a
very
reason.
influential in pop culture.
And you know what? New York actors would not get their careers if it were not for Law and Order.
Yes.
Many actors that ended up being big time Hollywood stars got their start on Law and Order.
And I'll give SVU this. It's premiered like in the early 2000s as a spin-off of Law and Order.
It's
and
still
still
going.
going.
And Ice-T is fighting the people that are saying that it's now woke and just like, I don't give a crap.
Yeah.
Oh, SVU is woke?
So
About SA?
for as far as a spin-off show goes, congratulations to that.
Yeah,
Run
it's
long
great
time.
when a spin-off show beats your original show, like the
Original
main
show's
one.
still going on.
Yeah, but probably got lower viewership.
I think
is
so.
all I'm
I don't
thinking.
know actually.
I think any station would take SVU and know that the ratings would skyrocket on their
Oh,
business.
really?
Yep.
Is that why it's only on USA?
NCIS.
Is
I
that why
don't
it's
know.
only on USA?
Here's the thing. I didn't even know what NCIS was. I still don't really know what it is.
Naval Criminal
I've not seen a
Investigative
single episode of
Services.
it. Not a single episode.
It's actually not bad.
It's actually a
I think I
spin-off
made a better
of-
argument at the end of the day.
I like to view NCIS more in relation to like CSI, the original one, where it's really it can get dark at times. And Law and Order can get dark
and I
at
know
times too.
CSI,
Yeah.
but I still think Law and Order is better than CSI.
Well, that's apples and oranges at that point because Law and Order isn't about the science behind any of the evidence, right? It's
Well,
about
it's
the
not.
Law and
dirty-
Order adds the law side of
Yes,
it,
yeah.
which I think makes it better because they show a full perspective of everything.
If you like watching jury rooms, sure.
Those are actually pretty good.
No.
Yeah, because these
Have you ever
CSI
been in a
things, they'll
courthouse?
end
Have
catching
you
a
ever been in
criminal,
a courthouse?
but Law and Order follows through with it. There's a chance
Yes,
that these
plenty
people
of
can still
times,
get
and I'm
off.
not just saying that
Have-
because I'm black.
Yeah, have you
Jay,
Court-
Ice-T,
courthouses are boring.
they are not.
They are
Courthouse
extremely
dramas
boring.
are
It's just
so
talk.
good. Boston Legal was one of my favorite courthouse.
Boston
shows
Legal was
ever.
actually very good.
Never even heard of it.
Oh, it's so good. Boston
So
Legal's
good, I've
great.
never even heard of it.
don't do that to me. All right, did we do it?
I think we did it.
Woo, that's it, Jay.
Jay, who
All
won?
right. Well, we have an automatic
Tally it up.
KO. So
Oh.
giving it to SVU on this one.
Yeah. That's right.
Even though he is a chauvinistic pig, he gets the win. Making it 2-1.
Oh no.
Maybe you don't make that noise regarding SVU.
Beta.
I mean,
Yeah, in
I
this
would
episode, you
love
called
to
me
give
a-
it to.
Hold on. In this episode, you called me a chauvinist and you compared me to loving an Andrew Tate thing. I don't know
Actually,
if I'm going to be
I'm
back
just
next week.
piggybacking off
How
of
about
what
that?
your wife said.
How about Jay? You're going to take my spot next week, and you do this.
Yeah, I want to see it between Jay and Nat.
Oh, that would be an interesting
And it's
episode.
us with the hot take.
Yeah.
me versus?
So I got 2
Maxwell.
points now. No, 3 points.
How about this? I'll propose this. The winner gets a chance to make
Punch
that
the other.
decision between the hot takes. So if the winner decides they want to see me and Nat do a hot take, I'll do a hot take with Nat. I don't have a problem with that.
You got to do it, and you got to eat a chip with Da Bomb hot sauce on it.
No, actually, you have to eat a spider egg sack.
No, with hot sauce on it.
That's a little dramatic.
That's a little dramatic, Chaz.
Little
okay.
dramatic.
That's
but
not going to be the
if
food
that's
that
the
we're
case,
doing
then
next
I
week,
will-
Jay.
All right, I tell you what. If that's the case, then I will eat pineapple on pizza. How about that?
Ooh, that's basically a spider sack.
No,
Live on this show.
Hey, Jay, guess what's happening next week, man?
I get a chance to see you guys.
We're going to San Diego.
Yeah. Looking forward to that.
So, hey, instead of Hell's Kitchen, let's talk a beachside thing.
Okay. There's
Yeah.
options, and there's actually a beach close to my house. One less
Oh.
than 10 minutes away, actually, depending on traffic.
Nice. Cool, because we want a sunset beach.
Fair enough. I think I might have the perfect place for you guys. Plus, I have a
We'll all
baby
hold
shower
hands.
already, so
I just want to hold hands with Jay in the sunset.
we'll take a picture of it.
there needs to be a
Watch
video
them
of it.
run around the sand, I guess.
What if like Chaz showed up out of nowhere?
Yeah, what if I showed up, Jay? I'm like, surprise, motherfucker.
Hey, I
Ooh.
didn't pay for it. I don't care.
Yeah, I stole Patrick's credit card.
We put him in a
information.
suitcase. He's very bendable.
And got here illegally. Are you an alien?
We do have green
I
lights.
am at least 20 minutes away from the border without traffic. I will drop you off.
Oh, whoa.
Sorry, I got a savage take right now. Sorry.
Oh, man. All right. Well,
Uh,
with this
Oh,
Jay's hot
real
takes, I
quick,
took
real
the
quick
lead.
before I go. Happy 100 episodes to you guys.
Oh,
I
yeah.
want
We
to say
saw that video. Chaz
I
said he
know.
was crying after it.
I couldn't help myself. I was really trying my best
What?
to keep my emotions in
I was
check.
crying too.
Well,
I
I'm glad.
I said word for word. I said, "I'm not crying. You're crying."
Sounds something like you would say. But thank you guys.
Yep.
Thank you, Jay.
Good Jay's hot takes. Great one, man. We'll see you at the next. I'll see you sooner than next week.
That's true.
All right, man. Take care.
Thank you.
Peace.
All right, man. I trashed you there. How much time are we in now? I feel like we've gone a while.
We're at 56 minutes.
Yeah, we haven't even gone to the main thing. So people that tuned in with that thumbnail probably are so mad now.
I don't care.
That is an issue. Is that we
No,
we
no,
might
no,
have
no,
too much front
no,
front
no.
packed. I don't know.
No.
Oh,
No.
okay.
No. Let's go back to the runtime of movies.
Okay. No, we got to go into this.
We're not catering to an audience with a short span attention. That's a you
Yeah.
problem, not an us problem.
That's a you problem.
We're here to have fun.
We're
and
here to have
by God,
fun.
we will.
And we might take clothes off.
Ooh, yes.
Yep. With that being said, we
Oh, okay,
are
no, I'm just kidding.
in September for the. We're in September officially.
Yeah, buddy.
It's well past halfway through the year.
Yep.
And people are probably thinking, what has been the best movies that have come out so far, and maybe what should they be looking forward to? Next episode, I think we're going to be working more on what should people look forward to and what those things are. But first, let's talk about what our favorites are, what our least favorites are so far this year. So Chaz, let's start it off with you. I don't particularly have a numbered list. I have 5 for each. You have 5 for each as well, and we'll just kind of play it off that way.
Okay.
All right. With that being said,
My top 5.
yeah, start with 5 if you have a number.
Top 5. 1, first and foremost, Dune Part 2.
Mhm.
Nothing's top that.
Gabe.
Yeah, nothing is literally top that movie this year.
Hmm.
Another one I really enjoyed.
Here, keep talking. So we have pictures for each one.
Oh, you do?
So after you say it, actually like break down more about why you like it and stuff. So we have more time.
Okay. So with Dune Part 2, right away, dude, the opening scene and the blocking of the camera and the actors, I mean, it immerses you right into the action.
Mm-hmm.
And it does not let off the pedal at all. And some say that Denis Villeneuve cooked.
Right. And that's giving us an odd look. Is the
No,
picture
I'm
not
sorry.
there?
It's not anything Chaz is saying. Should I be able to see the picture when I click to show it?
It should come up full screen when you click on it.
Yeah, so nothing's coming up.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Ooh, do you want to go over there and check?
Yeah,
Go over there and check.
click on another one. Does another one do it? Because it's on overlay.
Yeah, nothing's coming
Or
up.
was it under background? Was I uploading them all as background images?
Oh, it is on background. Yes.
Hit the curve button. We can't do any of them. Yep. Messed up the whole thing. There's a background option on StreamYard and there's an overlay option on StreamYard. And I added all of them to the backyard and then I deleted the photos.
Nice.
Yeah.
So all that work.
Dune 2.
Yeah. Dune 2.
I'll say that is on my list, if not an honorable mention.
If not an honorable mention.
There's a lot of ones I enjoyed.
Brother.
Some that you haven't, that you didn't mention that shocked me.
If Dune Part 2 is not on your favorite list
for top 5,
yes.
Okay. It'll be maybe.
I will be so happy for you to have a different opinion than me.
Whoa. All right, keep going, man.
Number 2, Civil War by Alex Garland.
Mm.
I just liked it. I know not everybody vibed with it, but for me, I thought it was really fun. I like Alex Garland's work. I think this is, unfortunately, he's not going to be directing any more movies, according to him. I'll put an asterisk on that because I'm like, we'll see it when it comes. But
Mhm.
yeah, Civil War. Third one. It's a movie that came out technically in 2022. It has a wider release this year called Monolith. It's an Australian film.
I don't know if that counts.
It
I
can't-
read that and I went,
Why doesn't it count
because it technically came out last year or 2 years ago.
at a festival? You can't count the festivals as the release dates.
Well, that's why I didn't mention the festival. Well, I'm only mentioning one festival one that I went and saw.
It was the same thing, or was it 2 years ago with the Night House?
Mhm.
How that released in the festivals and didn't hit release until like a year or two after it's the fact.
Okay.
Similar thing, but it's a really good movie. And it has to do. There's like one actress in it the entire movie about a podcaster with
Right.
aliens. Would recommend. The First Omen,
That was a good one.
really good. It got really twisted at the end, really dark.
Yep.
I was not
We just
expecting
love
it.
our birth scenes in 2024.
A lot of birth scenes, a lot of hell Satans
Yeah.
in movies this year.
Well, we're about to get Rosemary's Baby prequel too.
Let's go. Oh, the apartment one, right?
Mhm.
Excited for that one. And then last not least, it's an Irish horror movie called Oddity.
I saw a picture of this, and we'll overlay these pictures in the editing for the next day. So if people aren't watching it live, this will come up later.
Yeah.
It looked interesting from the picture. It looked like it had a lot of practical effects.
Yeah, a lot of practical. It's all in, mostly one location, and again, it's really spooky. Like it's really effective with the slow burn aspect of it.
Right.
So I would recommend that one as well.
Well, the ones I had, I think I've got Dune 2 up there. I've also got, and again, this is in no particular order. I have the Superman documentary, the Christopher Reeve story. That is honestly going to be a tearjerker, and it really is an inspiring documentary. Like when you know about the man, what he did, how much he pushed modern medicine for the condition that he had, that he wasn't able to live and experience himself, is kind of crazy. So like it's such a good documentary. I really love that. There's the Bike Riders is on my list. Nat, you might need to look through a couple and remind me of the ones that I put the pictures up for.
Kill.
Oh yeah, Kill was up there too.
Kill's fun.
I don't know why you didn't put it up there. It was probably one of the best action films of the year.
Honorable mention.
It had better fighting than Dune. It did. It actually did. Oh man. And then I think there was one more, but I can't remember what it was.
Night Swim.
No, Night Swim is in my bottom 5.
Oh.
Yep. Which, yeah.
Yeah, I can't tell.
Boy, is that
which
bad.
Ones are yours and which ones are Chaz's?
That's okay. We got 4.
Give me
I'll
your
find the
last
other one. Here, let me find it. How about that? Oh no. We're live, people. We're live. We're doing it live. Oh, Atlas, the Jennifer Lopez AI movie that was on Netflix. That was an awful movie. Not my. Oh, and you had hold on. There's Kill. There was. Oh, Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh,
I had a great time with it. I thought it was
great
fun.
movie. You forgot about
Hold on,
it.
we gotta
huh?
put this back. I'm so glad I kept the mic with me through all of this. That's,
know what?
That's a pro move to keep the mic going while you bash into things.
I'm glad you forgot this movie because this just adds more to my court.
No, it's because I got distracted because I didn't get the overlay things done right. And so I forgot everything. Okay, you flug. Hi, Flug. It's Frank. I would like to say my favorite movie was definitely the Donnie Darko film. That came out a long time ago. That's my favorite. I also love American Graffiti
Which one?
and American History X, and That's All Born Killers. Frank, enough. Your
dog's wild. Dude.
his movie list is a manifesto. We got to get him out of here
Anyways, I'm glad you mentioned Deadpool and Wolverine
because it is a good movie.
because it's so good you forgot about it being in your top 5. In fact, I have not forgot that it is in my bottom
what if I
5.
made my top 5 right before you came here? Oh yeah, the truth is out. At least we had a top 5. How about that?
True.
Now the bottom 5. Atlas, awful. Worst movie of the year for me. Night Swim, awful. One of the worst horror films of the year for me, maybe in the past 10 years. It just was so basic and boring. Sasquatch Sunset,
I want to watch that one.
absolute tragedy.
I will believe that one when I see it.
Practical
myself.
effects can be cool, but when all you're doing is squirting titty milk at people and doing weird, like that was another birthing movie where there's just weird stuff like that. Awful film. One of the worst experiences. Another one that I did not like, but I didn't want to mention because I turn it off, so I don't feel like you should review that stuff. But I think I should give Hundreds of Beavers another shot. Everyone's saying that it's good. It reminded me of like a lame YouTube video at the beginning, so
Yeah.
I just shut it off. But I'll probably give it another shot another time.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, and Megamind. This came out streaming on Peacock. The Doom Syndicate. Boy, if you could take it's like if they did Kung Fu Panda with the lowest budget and recast every single actor that was involved.
I've only seen the first Megamind.
Yeah, well, this one was a tragedy, like of epic proportions.
Yeah.
I think your Deadpool Wolverine assessment is so askew because of your directorial attacks.
It's just a lifeless, soulless project.
It's not lifeless.
And then the more that comes out with the whole Blake Lively situation, and then you find out that
that's got nothing to do with. See, you can't get mad at me for bringing up the Brad Pitt stuff, and you're bringing up the Blake Lively.
Because
it's the same thing.
Deadpool and Wolverine was put on hold because of
might have done some
the
stuff.
The WGA, right?
What?
The strike.
What about it?
So they couldn't improv on Wolverine and Deadpool.
Right, but that article almost benefits Ryan Reynolds because it's saying he started writing it before the strikes.
Oh, 2 weeks before the strikes?
Yeah, there's a lot of people writing as much as they could.
Convenient.
There was a lot of writers writing as much as they could.
And the director didn't even know about his own script being rewritten.
I'm sorry. Let's say that you were working on a film and the WGA strikes are coming.
Yeah.
Are you just going to slow down for the last 2 weeks, or are you going to get as much as you can in and go and strike?
Depends.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know how that works, so
I'm
I'm not going to have an actual answer to that.
Like that's what the reports are. We have to say that. So
yes.
they're yeah, Ryan Reynolds is gonna mobile sue us. Don't you dare. He's gonna wreck some our bungholes.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But anyway, Deadpool Wolverine is a good movie.
I disagree.
It's in your bottom 5.
It is my bottom 5.
Which also
Argyle.
Yeah, Argyle was really bad.
That was rough.
Mm-hmm.
That's a movie
you
I
gotta
almost
be
turned
kidding
off.
me.
Yes. I don't know where that went wrong. It's a fun concept, but awful. Ricky Stenicki.
I actually enjoyed Ricky Stenicki.
I'm glad you did.
But I get why you didn't like it.
Yeah.
But I liked it. I thought John Cena was funny in it.
I like John Cena. I like him as a comedic actor. I think he's really funny.
I think he's just a good actor in general.
Yeah.
Him and Batista.
Yeah.
They both
agree.
Beat The Rock.
And I also like Zac Efron a lot too, as an actor. So like the
it's
movie
weird
had a lot of
seeing
cast.
this right after the Iron Fist movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet.
Iron Claw.
Iron Claw, yeah.
Iron Fist would be funny if it was Zac Efron.
Because the only scene I've seen from that movie is him crying at the end, apparently. Thanks, Twitter.
You don't watch it. It's good.
Ghostbusters Afterlife.
That might be soulless.
It was the same level of Deadpool and Wolverine.
In fact, I watched
too
many characters
back to back.
They brought in way too many characters. If they would have stuck with the original team, it would have been better. But they're like, let's bring in 7 more people you don't care about. And
kind of like Deadpool and Wolverine. And then
they brought in great characters. Elektra was great. Blade was great. Gambit was great. Whoo! I'm about to make a name for myself.
The last movie.
Oh, you know how long I've been waiting for this?
No. I hope. Can we
I'm about to make a name for myself.
Can we not put any sound bits from that movie
when
it comes out?
I'm about to make a name for myself.
He's like the Jar Jar Binks of the universe.
Yeah, he is. Ever since he come out of his granddad's body.
The last movie is a French movie on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Called Under Paris.
This is the shark movie.
Yes.
So it's Jaws in Paris. Paris.
Yes.
Oh, man, no.
It adds more. I don't know, dude. Netflix productions are just as soulless as Disney.
Wow. Well, Atlas certainly wasn't good. I would also maybe add Damsel into the list. I don't think that was very good at all. But Hit. Oh, I forgot. In my top 5, the final part of it was Hitman with Glenn Powell. I loved Hitman. Saw
Hitman's
it
good.
multiple times. Such a great film.
I agree.
Mm,
I can agree with that one.
really fun story. Bike Riders is in there. Dune 2's in there. Kill's in there. And Deadpool and Wolverine. So
So-
that's my 5.
What are some honorable mentions?
Honorable mentions. Well, there's a lot. Oh, I mean, Superman. Oh, I guess Deadpool's not in the 5 then. Take out Deadpool, Wolverine, and put Superman in there.
Good.
See how much I planned this?
Yeah.
There's movies that still haven't come to theaters yet that I liked that I'm excited to see when they hit theaters. A Real Pain with Kieran Culkin and Jesse Eisenberg is really good.
Yeah.
There's gonna be which one I can't tell which one was delayed for 24 or is actually coming out. Is the Bong Joon-ho one still in Christmas?
No, I think that's the one with Robert Pattinson, right?
Yeah.
That got indefinitely
Okay.
on hold.
You know, Horizon, for what it was, I thought it was good.
Yeah.
Like for what it was trying to do, it did a good job of it.
Yeah.
I thought Romulus was great.
Romulus, yep.
First Omen I thought was really good too, even though all of the critics in that theater did not like it. I was sitting there like genuinely terrified in some
Yeah.
points.
The critics didn't like it.
Late Night with the Devil I
Yep.
thought was a great movie.
Yep.
That was a really cool independent thing.
Yeah. What about Immaculate?
First Omen kind of took Immaculate away, right? Because they were the same thing.
Yeah, but Immaculate's ending is completely different than the first Omens,
Yeah.
and it takes a swing.
Oh boy.
I love movies that take a
It's
swing.
caught between a rock and a hard place. Baby.
Did somebody show that to JD
Um,
Vance?
You know, it wasn't the best, but Fall Guy was pretty good. That's why I said it's not the best.
Yeah. I had fun with it, I guess.
Yep. Is Paddington 3 coming out this year?
I haven't seen Paddington 2 or Paddington 1.
Neither of them?
Nope.
Wow. All
No
right. Well,
shame.
I guess never mind to that. Beetlejuice, I'm still interested in. I'm seeing that on Tuesday. Do you want to go?
I'll pass.
The juice is loose.
I want to go.
Oh,
That's why I passed.
you want to go to Beetlejuice?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
How often does
I
she
got me
say,
a date.
Yeah, how often does
I
she
got me a
wanna go
date with a
you,
hot
right?
lady. Then we're gonna go to Santiago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice.
It looks like Paddington 3 is coming out January 17th,
Oh.
2025.
So close. That January date's frightening. I don't know about it being in January.
There's some bangers that come out in January.
Oh, Kinds of Kindness. I did finally watch that.
That's on
What
Hulu
an
right now,
awful
right?
movie. It really stinks.
Is that Yorgos?
Yeah.
Don't say anything about it. I want to watch it actually, so
Check it out.
I'm
I
going
did
in
not
blind.
like it at all.
I'm going in blind.
Another bit of news that I didn't point out, if we want to go back to
Yeah.
News A, they put out official images for Scarlett Johansson in the new Jurassic Park
Yep.
movie. Are they calling it Jurassic World still?
Jurassic World Rebirth.
Rebirth. They're coming back again, and they're gonna go back to the park.
So I saw that news announcement, and I immediately was like, "Oh God, eye roll!" Right? And then I saw one of the teaser images for it, and I was like, "Oh, Johansson's in this.
Mm.
Interesting."
Well, and the
then
director,
that's Gareth Edwards.
who knows visual effects,
Yes,
he
and
made Godzilla,
immediately my eye roll was taken back. I was like,
and you're like, okay,
I'm in. I don't want to watch any promotional stuff for it at all. I just want to go in knowing that he's directing it, and I'll be content with that.
right. Also, Nobody 2 just started filming with Bob Odenkirk,
Yep. And guess who's directing it?
Chad Stahelski.
No,
I don't know who.
I think it's Timo.
Oh, I don't know.
The guy
That's
who
cool,
did
though.
Night Came from Bruce. Hold on.
While you're going, thinking if there, Furiosa was, if there was like a disappointed section, but not bad, just disappointed, Furiosa would be on that list where I was like, I just wished for more out of it. You could also put Maxine in there too. I know the sexist is at it again, putting in only the women.
Can you believe this guy?
Yep.
Typical
Um,
man.
There was, I think the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare thing was okay, but still didn't really hit the mark for me.
What about Monkey Man? That's an honorable
Monkey
mention.
Man, it was cool at first, but Kill again just kind of changes the thing.
But Monkey Man came out before Kill.
Right. So once I saw Kill, Monkey Man, like you see those first things in the year, right?
Yeah.
Dev Patel comes in. You're like, cool, he's kicking butt. He looks good in a suit. But then you see somebody like actually doing fighting
Yeah.
well. You're like, well, that's clearly a lot better than what this was. Like they're selling this way better. As far as the fighting films of the year goes, that lowers it in my ranking as opposed to Kill.
That's fair. I have a soft spot for it, but only
I
because
still think
his,
it's good.
Well, it's only because it's his debut as a director.
He did good.
Yeah, that's where I'm like, I'll give you
The
some
hot
less.
sauce smashing was pretty crazy and stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, there'll be many more movies to talk about when we talk about what to expect coming award season, as well as the closing out of 2024.
It is that Timo guy, by the way. He did the Night Comes For Us on Netflix,
Okay,
which is epic on all proportions. So if
nice.
Nobody 2 has fighting sequences like that,
Yep.
I'll be in.
Oh, Thelma was a great movie.
I haven't seen it yet.
I thought Thelma was really charming, very
My
cute.
Grandma was talking about it.
What else was
She loved
charming
it.
that came out? I thought Inside Out 2 was pretty good.
I haven't seen it.
There's one other that I
Kung Fu
remember
Panda was
saying
not my
charming
favorite.
multiple times. What's the We're Going to the Moon one with ScarJo and
Fly Me
Channing?
to the Moon.
Fly Me to the Moon.
Haven't seen it.
That was pretty good. Channing Tatum's had quite a year.
Yeah.
Blink got to play Gambit finally. That's
Mhm.
pretty good. But that's all for this episode. Do you got anything else?
That's all I got, dude.
Nat, anything else?
Wait. Nat,
No comments?
what's your top 5?
I can't just put her on the spot
Yeah,
like
I have
that.
no idea.
I don't know if she's seen 5.
I might not have seen 5.
She
There's
genuinely
been
might not have seen 5.
there's been a lot of reality TV this year that I've been focused on.
Now we want to talk 90 Day. We can do that. We can rank the people we like the most. I'm going to get real offensive with how I describe them because I don't have names. So I'm going to go off the first thing I think.
Let's not do it.
Just kidding. I'm kidding. Okay. That's the end of the show, everybody. Make sure that you go to Gaggle of Geeks YouTube, go to our Facebook. PatrickBeattyReviews.com is still running the podcast. You just click on that tab and you can see our whole list of stuff that we have running. But check out the YouTube channel. It's funner to be a part of this. And the further along we go, the more I can actually upload overlays that would make it more stimulating. I was so excited for that.
It's okay.
It was not able. Maybe they do fade in. I don't know. I'll have to look into what I did. What I did there. But in any case, Chaz, where can people follow you?
Just find me on
Just find me.
the Letterboxd and Twitter.
Yes, we need more letterboxed
Yeah, dude,
things.
follow us on Letterboxd.
Follow me. Just me, not him. His
What's-
takes are worse.
I'd rather promote Letterboxd over Twitter of all the social media platforms.
Letterbox, more like litterbox.
Yeah, there are some trashy takes, dude, straight up.
But I do love when like celebrities covertly go into Letterbox and just start shitting on stuff.
Oh, Osgood Perkins, or Oz Perkins, right? The
Mm.
director for
I
Long
think
Legs.
Scorsese has a letterbox.
Yeah, Scorsese has a letterbox. Perkins has one, and I think Monroe, Mike Monroe has one too.
Iowa Debris
Yeah.
has one.
I think it's
Hers
fun.
are pretty hilarious too. She's got really good takes on her stuff. I think it's someone has a fake account and they've not revealed it yet.
Yeah, well, it's like how Denny revealed that he has a Twitter account that's secret, right?
Or that Nick Cage has a Reddit account.
Does he really?
Yeah.
I love it.
Yep. Who? Why? Where?
That Nick Guy Cage.
Mama! All right. That's the end of Gaggle of Geeks this week. Flug on, my geeks, and have a
Flug on.
great Labor Day weekend. Take care.
Woo.